Hello, hello, everyone.
Hi everyone. Good to see you. Is
Good to
there
see y'all.
anyone is there anyone from London or the UK online? Wider Europe? Give me a shout
That's
out so I
Esther.
don't feel like a lone ranger in this world.
We don't want her to feel lonely. I'm also curious if you're. Oh, there you go, right off the bat.
Oh
Uh,
really? Let's see. Hi.
Yeti from Surrey. And if folks have
Hi, we're
joined other
neighbors.
Spark sessions today, throw it in. How many Spark sessions did you join? I think it'd be great to see some folks in multiple of these sessions. We're excited to be here at the FAI Summit and do this all with you.
Thank you, Pamela, for I know, the glasses are like glassing, aren't they? Thank you. All right. Yay, yeah, I'm in Surrey, yeah, no, I know. Let's not get into a side chat because I can get a bit carried away here. Alright, so shall we get into it? Shall we get into
Yeah,
it?
what are we doing today?
Amazing. So look, every now and again, we like to throw in a bit of a fun one. So this one's a bit different from our other Spark sessions. This is a bit more fun and metaphorical. Mallory said something really poignant in the opening earlier, which is the moment when she got everyone to sort of stop and breathe. And we feel like the metaphor test, like looking at metaphors and AI's metaphors, kind of gives you a space to just step outside of the tools and the gadgets for a while, doesn't it? So it is a fun one. It is a bit different. And so what this one's about is, so we asked in all of our work across Play, where we've worked with, gosh, so many nonprofits now, we asked them one simple question, which is, what metaphor would you use to describe AI? So as we're talking through this, put yours in the chat as well. And so these organizations, when we asked them, they completed the sentence, AI is like so and so because, yeah. So you get the idea. And the answers range from absolutely hilarious to some really scary ones as well that reveal far more than you think. So, and this is all backed up by Stanford and BetterUp research as well. So it really uncovers what your metaphor says about your mindset and your team's readiness and even your productivity as well. So let's have a look at some of these examples, Stephen. I'm quite excited to get into these. Let's get into it.
Let's
So
get into
what's number
it.
one? Yeah.
Yeah, this the starting on a positive and trusted trend. AI is like my favorite coffee mug because it's reliable, constant, and makes my day run smoother. And I just feel like, like somebody's just cozying up with their coffee mug and giving it a big hug.
I like that. So anyone else? Look, okay, we've got to, because there's some stuff going on in the chat. All right. So an escalator. It's an escalator. Okay, I mean, we need some elaboration, people. Okay, Jennifer, an escalator, personal secretary. Yeah, absolutely. Can identify with that one. Such a good one. All right. What's the next? What's the next? What we got?
All right. Another positive note, AI is like a power tool. It doesn't replace the builder, but it makes the job faster, easier, and more precise.
Okay. I see it. I see it.
Yeah, I think this is a classic one. I think this can be exciting to like, oh, my job's going to be easier, but I think this also has the potential to be dangerous when an org leader says, oh, great, efficiency is why we're using AI, which to people,
Mm.
if you joined our other Spark session, that you think of job cuts, you think, funders don't have to give you as much money, right? So I just found this one could go either way, but definitely I think a common way that a lot of us think about AI, right, as a tool to be used in a specific way.
Yeah, absolutely. Or conversely, like a hammer, right? Just breaking stuff down that needs to be broken down. So,
And And there's certainly your style and how you use the tool, right? Which I think
yeah,
she's exhibiting here.
absolutely. So, any other power tool analogies? So we've got another one. So it's like a cousin, sometimes helpful, sometimes gets me to do more than I wanted to do. I think we can all relate to that, Brittany. I think we can all relate to that. Family member metaphors, welcome. Say that, within safe bounds.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Wait, I like this one. A caffeinated squirrel partner zooms through piles of information, spots the helpful nuts, and makes sure it doesn't get buried.
I like
Sometimes
that.
does too much. Clearly, we've all had that experience where we just want a quick thing from ChatGPT, and he gives you all these ideas, and now I'm like, well, great, now I have to do some of those.
Amazing, amazing. Jennifer, thanks for elaborating too as well on the escalator. It assists you in going up. Best used when you want to work with it and climb the stairs. Also risky. Yeah, gets lazy just standing on it. Yeah, you lose
Yeah.
muscles. That's deep. That's deep. We love it. We
Yeah.
love it. We love it.
Love the other side of that. Good transition. It's almost like that was placed there on purpose. But moving
Yeah.
into the distrust or risky, right, which we get a
Mm.
lot of as well. It's amazing seeing so many of these results and working with an organization and showing the leader that how polarized the people in their teams are. And it's not easy to say that up front to your leader, but when somebody asks you about a metaphor, that really comes out. Like this
Yeah.
one, like AI is like a lobotomy because it is causing many people to lose critical thinking skills and creativity. Um, wow, that's a bit scary, right, Esther?
It's really scary. That one is really scary. Um, yeah, and again, we put so much emphasis on, how you use the tool, right? Um, and gosh, I mean, I have to admit, my first venture into AI, I was so reluctant because I didn't want to, lose my sense of me and who I was as well. So have definitely been there now, and I've got my own metaphor, which I'll share later at the end if we've got time. But yeah, yeah, there were some scary ones.
We'll
Yeah.
we'll all
We've
stay
got
extra for your metaphor, Esther.
what's that?
I said we'll all stay extra for your metaphor if needed.
We have another one in the chat. It's like a sports car, but you have to obey the speed limit sometimes. Yeah, gosh, he's really deep. Love it. Okay, the next one is AI is like a nightmare. So this is another difficult and risky because I'm scared of it and I don't understand it. So true. So
Yeah.
true.
I think this really hits on, it's that human trait we all have, right? When we don't understand something, fear or feeling scary comes up right away. And I think
Mm,
AI is a huge example of that, not just as it is today, but it's moving so fast,
mm.
right? If you sit and wait for 6 months, the whole world of AI could be changing, right? And that's well, I won't go chase the squirrel too fast, but that's what we talk so much about mindsets, right? Because you have to be ready for that change. You have to be adaptable to that change. It's never going to be just done and you can move on.
Yeah.
But we just don't want you to be like this kid right here that's clearly terrified of AI, of what's coming around the corner and whether or not they're ready for it.
So much food for thought there, isn't there? So much food for thought.
All right,
Okay, next
we
one.
got yeah. I'm gonna go. So unknown and neutral, right? Again, back to this, like we don't really know about it. This one feels a little more neutral, but AI is the great unknown because it is advancing so quickly, and we don't know exactly what shape or role it will take in the future. So much
Mm,
unknown about AI itself, what we as a society, what companies will do with it, all of it.
yeah, yeah. There's certainly like an undertone as well of pressure there, isn't it? As well, that pressure to kind of, ride the wave of it or be swept away as well. And yeah, Julie, as you say, there's so many creative responses to this as well. This is why we really, really love using metaphors as a way to get expressive about all the emotions that sit around AI as well. So yeah, some really good takeaways then from looking at these metaphors. I mean, yeah, these are the sort of the five or so that we felt were really cool to share, but we had so many. The key takeaways, though, around anthropomorphism is high. So, what we mean by that is, over half of people treat AI like a colleague or a magical child, a child or a magical agent. It's nighttime in the UK, bear with me. So, it makes adoption easier, but over trust is more likely. Second, emotional polarity is sharp. So some view AI as a best friend, others as a lobotomy or a nightmare. And these extremes reflect different comfort zones across an organization. And then there's consistent themes of systemic caution. So AI is neoliberalism, globalization, or the economy. So many see AI as inevitable, but not necessarily fair. So there you have it, the main metaphors that we asked from when we asked our clients about
Yeah,
AI. I do want to throw in a quick one though before we leave, which is that
hit us
AI
with it, Esther.
It's like my morning coffee, right? I'm a big coffee fan, coffee snob, in fact. There's a container that suits my needs. You know, I have 4 cafetières. It's bittersweet sometimes, but adding a little quality prompting with cream and honey, and it becomes magic, and the world becomes a better place after coffee. Okay, that's a bit of a melodramatic ending, but I do love a bit of drama.
Love it. Well, thank you, Esther. And just a reminder to folks, this, the prompt and the inspiration of this came from a Stanford and a BetterUp research report that they put out. But we do this a lot with the clients and the nonprofit professionals we work with. And these key takeaways are pretty consistent. And I think it'd be interesting to see what you can make from that. Asking yourself the question, asking your teammates the question, and see what you come up with. I think it could be a lot of fun. And quick plug here before we go, something that we heard from last year's summit is this has been so great, but now what? Now what do we do? How do we keep learning? So we made these leadership immersion courses for you for that reason, so that there's some way to keep engaging, to find some community with other people struggling with these same things or just excited about the same things and getting going with AI for their personal life, for their organization. So that's what these are for, and we really hope to see some of y'all there. I think that's it. We have another Spark session coming up in a few minutes. Join us over on the stage, and thanks for hanging out with us and doing some fun metaphors. Bye, y'all.